A sweep is always possible, but let's find out as we head into the control on board with Methods.
He has been one of the catalysts for the Boston Breach team throughout the whole stage. He has been the player that has stepped up to another level, which has put them in a good spot to get into this stage. But can they find that little bit extra that they've needed so far? Because Atlanta FaZe have just given them absolutely nothing, and Arsenes will not give TJ that gunfight. Capsule will eventually find it. There's a little bit of purchase at B here for the Boston Breach, but Simp, Cell all waiting. Good defensive hold so far for the Atlanta FaZe.
Well, they tried it. They tried to get that through straight away. We've seen teams be successful with it so far. TJ going to be looking for a flank here. See if he can find somebody with the Volk. Already going to find Arsenes. Thank you very much. Melted. Looking for the second player as well. Not going to find it though. He's trying to stay alive and allow his teammates to do something here. Going to eventually challenge. It is going to be Abezy. That's all TJ at the moment. He's going to try and stay alive for his teammates. And eventually though, grenade caught in hand and still almost gets it, but not quite.
Arsenes is feeling it if he's challenging that today. Fantastic push comes on through. Eventually Boston will get a little bit of time over towards that A site. Celium going to get caught off there by TJ. We can, as said, see the Volks are out. Can that be something for the side of Breach to maybe, just maybe, bring this one back? A not quite locked in yet. FaZe are going to have another little stab at defending it here. The best team in the world right now are defending on Tuscan. Looks like they're going to give A up though, so it's an important time that will go on the board for the side of Boston Breach as they're looking to lock it in.
They are at the moment. Simp though, going to have that Volk in hand and use it to devastating effect. A is now going to go to the side of Boston Breach. Can they find anything towards A? Those 3 ticks obviously got for them as well. So we have play towards the back. It's Capsule. It's Big Cap once again.
And maybe needs to help his team just get complete control over towards the back, but here comes Methods. A nice little bit of time for the side of Breach. You've got to keep an eye on Celium. He's going to be coming in from mid-map, but you've got to win your gunfights at the front as well. Simp is there, and if you're Boston Breach, don't necessarily jump at the time, just try and lock this one in. Methods has to back on down, 2 towards the back. TJ's pushed it out here. This is a good opportunity. Abezy's the only one left.
Boston are here, and numbers of Abezy does get 2 though in the end. There's going to be a big fight. Methods actually starts backpedaling furiously. He knows here comes FaZe. He finds Simp anyway. Gonna find Arsenes. No! Shut down there in the end, and it will be a breather for FaZe. It could have gone disastrously, but now Boston have to reset.
Huge 2-piece from Abezy towards the back. That completely shut it down, and then come the rest of FaZe. Methods has to back off there, though. He knows FaZe are spawning in. Those grenades are coming. Did the right job, but Nero will open things up here and get away as well. He's in and around the spawn, so he will be causing an issue there. What the rest of Breach are going to try and do is push in from the front. They're inside the point. The rest of FaZe are waiting. Capsule will open it up here. And Breach are starting to stack. Look at those shots from TJ. Abezy will find another one at the Nero. Simp will answer back with one of his own. It's a 2v2 momentarily. And Abezy and Simp, the tiny terrors. Disgusting play from FaZe. They will not be broken.
That is unbelievable. I've got to say, Capsule made a bold play, just launched himself in straight away. And FaZe weren't able to deal with him quickly. But when they did deal with him, Abezy and Simp just combined with the movement and ripped them asunder. Boston, though, still have time for another push here.
Their pushes have been pretty good up until the moment that FaZe break back. Can they find another open door to maybe find something here in this first round of control? Capsule and Co, here we go. Simp, Abezy, all ready and waiting. Simp will find the first one here as well. We will get traded out by the side of Capsule. These next gunfights are crucial. Celium will find one, but Methods towards the back. Could he be the one that opens it up?
Well, you can see Nero is going to be the one here. He's got the Volk out as well. It's managed to get that kill. Looking for the player up top. He knows he's there eventually, and they are just dancing around each other.
Well
However, it's still Nero. He still has control here. Has to get away from Simp. The rest of them are trying to get back into it at the same time. It's Abezy one more time, but not this time. After he tried to get it, an unbelievable there in the end.
It was their lives. I didn't realize how low they were, and it just completely collapsed from the side of FaZe. Boston Breach get the attacking round. Things got very, very mixy there, but it comes down to Nero at the back, finding 2 huge plays from him, and Breach find themselves up 1-0.
Well, big benefit for them there at the end, and I'll tell you something, that's exactly what they needed to do. We said never count Boston out. And now, if you are going to be Atlanta FaZe, you're going to be looking, can we potentially get an attacking round ourselves?
FaZe looking for a route in over towards there. End of that round, we'll have to break that down again because things got very, very mixy. 5 in a row here for Nero, though. He was the hero towards the back who found those 2 kills that opened things up. I think the round was just so hectic. And I think both teams have kind of got away from them, and then all of a sudden Boston just pushed forward, and Nero was doing things like this. There's the glide bomb, 7 in a row from him with the Volk.
And this is what they need. Put FaZe in a blender. And they're going to continue to do it as well. Sim eventually shuts him down, but there's been an awful lot of damage done so far. TJ getting that nade out at the same time, it doesn't matter. He's locking it down as well. This Volk is causing issues for FaZe.
Big push coming in here for the side of Atlanta FaZe. 25 seconds remaining. And FaZe haven't really found anything so far. Looking a little bit starstruck on that stage, going up against Boston, who have not really put a foot wrong on this defensive side. It is going to be that push over towards B, or over towards A, I should say, coming in here for FaZe. They will stop that clock. They will look to extend. 16 seconds remaining. And if you breach, I'll have a look.
It's kind of disastrous for FaZe, if we're being honest here. Not only do they lose their defensive round, but at the moment, only 1 tick on the board. You've got to bear in mind, if this does go, the difference ticks now do matter. Abezy, though, going to try and make some work around here. It does eventually find one at the same time. And FaZe, second tick on the board for
behind.
Them. That might be an issue. They might get squeezed here, and if they don't get A, it becomes even more disastrous.
Spawn in mid, though. You spawn broken if you're FaZe. This will help you filter through the middle of the map. Do Boston have control there? They don't, but they've got Nero inside the point. It's actually TJ. Can he find a third as well on Arson? He's not going to be there. Capsidal, can he follow it up? Can he stop A being capped? The contest is going to come through. He will be dealt with. But FaZe don't have a lot of lives and don't have a lot of time to find this push over towards B.
And Method's managed to find Sip there before he ends up going down. It's a huge kill for him in the end. And Atlanta FaZe, can they find an attacking round themselves? They do not have the lives for them at the same time. And they are looking for this now. They're going to try and get through radio at the same time, but TJ holds strong. Sim cannot find Nero either. And Atlanta FaZe want this desperately, but they are being rebuffed across this. Abezy ends up finding another kill. They're going for a capsule, takes him down. Atlanta FaZe is going to wait for it. I say that, and Arsenal's hits him with a clean one.
Oh, big grenade from Methods as well from back there. 12v7 now. Keep an eye on the lives. We didn't last time. Simp now. Oh, he's ready and waiting. There's Capsidal. And over towards the back. Methods. Is he ready and waiting in time? He will find the gunfight. TJ will find another. Abezy is able to answer back. No lives remaining now for the side of FaZe. They've got to be perfect.
They have. Arseny's going to just try and stay alive. Open the door. Unfortunately, that door is just not very big. You can already see, however, Arseny's still alive. He's been contested at the same time. He's going to try and find another kill. It's Arseny's. They need every single player they've got at the moment. Unfortunately, Sim lets Nero through. Capsule gets another. Celium last alive for Atlanta FaZe. And I don't know if the magic's here as Boston go 2-0 up.
A little bit of hope, a little bit of life from the side of Boston here in the control. A phenomenal first round for them. They hold their defense as well. And Nero and TJ have been absolutely huge with the Volk for the squad. Atlanta FaZe need an answer. And they need to answer here with a defensive round. Can Boston take this in 3? That'll be something.
We're going to find out Capsule, though, already opening up proceedings. Method's getting a second one as well, and I think Boston Breach have come to life here in the control.
There's the push for FaZe. They have to answer the call over towards B. Shot's going to come in. Sim will find one over towards Capsidal.
Oh, the timing.
Nero can answer back. Abezy is here, though. He does have his teammate alongside him in our city. He doesn't need him, or does he? As the fights come in here for the side of FaZe, they rebuff this Boston attack.
Well, Atlanta FaZe is going to have to find some serious magic this time. Boston Breach are just pushing them back on every single front here as Capsule continues to be a problem. You can see already they are desperately trying to force this issue. They want to spread FaZe out. They want to have them concentrate at B. Unfortunately, even their push towards A has been taken down.
Celium's ready and waiting as well. The close spawns comes in and he punishes them very, very quickly. Now, if you're Boston, you got to get out. And the thing is for them here as well, they have that attacking round underneath their belt, but you have to think about round number 5 if we do get there. The ticks are very much in their favor at this moment in time, but they also would like to keep them in a good spot. You need to at least capture it here in this attacking round. FaZe are not letting that happen though. FaZe know they need to have a good defensive round, but the break is there for Breach. And we'll find a route through. Our cities from behind will get shut down. That should be complete A control for the side of Boston.
And that's what they're waiting for. They are just going to try and get A now. Hold it down. Atlanta FaZe going to spread out. I don't know if they're going to try and pinch this. It looks like they are going to be sacking bodies towards as well. However, Capsule shutting it down has stopped FaZe in the tracks. A now going to Boston Breach. And Nero is being ridiculous today. Can they get towards B and shut this game down right here and right now?
Nero turning up here with the Volkström Gewehr. You know, I had that nailed the other day, but nonetheless, here we go. We go back into it and over towards B. Can Boston win the map in 3 rounds? That would be something, and that would give us a series. Here we go with Nero. Maybe just put half a dozen bullets into both of them. Can't get the job done. But for FaZe, they're spread out, they're pushed forward, and they aren't allowing Breach any sort of purchase over towards B. 50 seconds remaining, 13 lives to the side of Breach to try and find something here in round number 3.
We'll find out. I was hoping Capital Magic would come into play once again. You can already see, though, Boston have chosen a different tactic all the way around. Now, last time, they rolled the dice late. Can they try and find something out of this one as well? Abezy already shutting him down. The Volts coming into play heavily now on the Tuscan. Spark, what have you done?
Abezy says, anything you can do, I can do better. 24 and 19 so far with the Volk. He would have been heard sliding up those stairs as Capsule will find one. The final push here for Breach. Can they find the gap to get through the defense here of FaZe? Symbol eventually be dealt with. 3v3 momentarily on the side. Boston still with time, but you gotta go.
Looking for it as well, though. TJ opens this one up as well. You can see Boston Breach members are just falling by the wayside. Methods, unfortunately, that is one of the worst examples of COD timing I have ever seen. And they still have a little bit of presence. There's still a little bit of presence, but it's not going to be enough, and they can't get here again. Atlanta FaZe win their defense, but it was never the defense that was in doubt. For Atlanta FaZe, that was just a normal play on this map. The big issue is Ton.
That Boston have already won an attack.
That is what it is.
They see, I know what happened, I think. So Boston will be calm. They will be very calm about losing that defensive side of losing that attacking side of things, I should say. Now they're on the defense. This is where you have to lock it in. This is where you have to find a way back into this series. The take advantage is well and truly there. But if FaZe can find 4, it ties it up, and then we go to kills. So let's see, can Breach defend well?
See this one at the same time. They are making very, very aggressive plays here, FaZe. They're looking for it. Simp is hunting, Simp is hunting, Simp is found! And they have made a severe amount of progress already towards B. They have to try and get this one. Methods needs to win that gunfight. Look at the bodies here for FaZe. That tick is roaring up. Nero, though, the savior with the glide bomb. This is going to slow them down. That second tick for B may came in. But I tell you something, the glide bomb has stopped what could have been a very, very fast attacking round. They didn't even get the second tick done.
They didn't get it, and that's huge. Boston just about hold on. I should say, if Atlanta FaZe do win this round, they will get defense for round number 5. Boston right now just trying to get rid of everybody from FaZe over towards B side. It looks like they are momentarily giving it up. They start to transition over now to slow tick in here for FaZe. Do Boston consider the push? They have done. Capsule's absolute gun simp around the flank. And can he continue to cause issue here? Can they stop them getting A? They cannot. 2 minutes on the clock here for FaZe.
Trying to get through a Capsule, just being a pain in mid-map, and eventually Methods will take that. Just thank you very much, Capsule, to give me the opportunity to get that trade in. And here's where it gets difficult for both teams. They are now going to be pushing with full force at the same time as Capsule holds down Church, and it kind of makes FaZe rethink their push here now until Methods comes in for the trade. I think he's seen it. They have seen each other eventually, and Abezy is going to stay alive. And I have to say this at this point. If Nero did not have that glide bomb, we could be looking at a very different round already.
Yeah, we could, and if you're on the side of FaZe, you're quite happy that that's gone. Oh, that's 3 kills going to come on through. It was only Nero who was able to enter back. It capsules off the spawn. But they're all forced back. There's nobody on the flank here. There's nobody on the flank for Breach. You gotta go for your capsule! They line up, yo! And Nelly finds the 3rd, but the threat is still here from FaZe. TJ needs to deal with it. Abezy is here alongside. But is it going to be enough for the side of Breach? TJ with 2, that's huge!
Oh, and this is a game of inches. It is very, very close between these two teams. FaZe going for the fast tick. Capsule cuts them to ribbons. And a breather now. Boston resetting, rethinking. Because FaZe are hitting them. And that's a huge nade, by the way, because it takes away some of the pressure from P5.
Nero has to do his job. He has to do his job. Oh, and Abezy, he'll find a kill around the back. 3 members of FaZe are there. TJ needs to lock this in. It's 2 in a row from him. He needs to make it 3 or 4 if they want to survive this push, but Simp guns him. Oh, it's really looking like a FaZe round. Cellium will find another. Abezy one more. They stack the point. Round 5 is beckoning, and there we go. That's why they are the best team in the game on times. In control, that was phenomenal from the side of FaZe.
Every single push they ended up getting on the B. It was just devastating. It was holding on by the fingernails for Boston over and over again. The nades, the glide bomb, Capsule with a two-piece. But eventually they crumbled. Eventually they were no longer able to hold back the wall of water that was FaZe. And it all started with that back push. Nero not able to get a single trade there, unfortunately. And now Boston, they have the hard job to do to stay in this winner's bracket. That ticket to the grand final was evaporating fast.
Can they do it again? They did by kills in the previous round that they won on the attack. And right now they haven't got one in this round. Abezy and Arcides will open things up. And once again, FaZe just look on a different kind of level. Oh, we're shooting bodies, are we? Oh, he's letting them know.
This man has never heard of bad juju in his life.
TJ and Co will get this push over towards A. Atlanta FaZe choosing to answer Abezy's Arcides. Just all feeling so confident in this game. You can see it from the gameplay. Arcides push it up. Capital will find one. Boston look like they're going to lock A in here. It looks like they'll have plenty of time to transition over towards B.
Oh, Boston have taken it personally. Boston's in the body shooting. They've taken it personally. They're already on to B. FaZe are going to have to find a regain here. It was all their way at the start of this round.
TJ has found some hellish timing here around the backside. He's doing so well to survive. And the rest of the team are on the way. Oh, if he could have won that, it would have been huge. But the trade is going to be there for Capital. Can he find another Simp? Is there to find the kill. Boston were finding roots there. They were finding a little bit of ground. But now Simp pushes forward. There's another one on the TJ. 2 in a row for him.
Boston, they were looking for it very, very quickly there. Unfortunately, didn't able to get it. You can already see Atlanta FaZe clearing all that kind of progress they got towards B down. And where can Boston go that there isn't a gun of FaZe?
Shots into Nero, not quite good enough to find him. Arcides though just lingering in church. Should be a kill. TJ finds the turn.
Boston are close. Boston are very, very close to this. They have radio control. They're going through church at the same time. Here comes the push. Abezy though already shuts one down. Abezy shuts the second down. And what could have been Boston breach heading towards B has been slow, but Methods is here, and so is DJ. They've got 2 players in at the same time. Arcides is trying to do something. But at the moment they have stopped the clock. Boston breach are moving for this one as well. Captain is going to be here. Nero's going to be here. The first tick is in.
FaZe need to retake. These grenades need to be solid, but Methods from behind will find Arcides. In the front door comes Boston breaching. They may well be seeing him up 4 here.
Oh, it's going to go down though. It's FaZe with the wave. Oh my goodness, Boston breach. They stacked, they had the numbers. And now 1 tick remains. Boston need 1 segment of B to stay in this game.
Look at Simp, look at Simp! Oh, he lines them up, butters them up, and now all of a sudden Boston Breach need to clear out their flank. Spawns are going to come in towards the grass side, so that will allow this push to continue. Capital will deal with Simp. It is 1 tick, 1 segment needed for Breach to force him up 4.
Nero's going to be on the point though as well. Capital gets another one at the same time. Boston have the advantage here. Abezy versus Nero is going to go down. Methods gets Nero, but Methods and Capital are now going to be on the point at the same time. Simp is here. Methods staying alive, but Arcides gets it as well. And now it's off to the races because Boston have to keep this pressure up. They have 1 last opportunity to get on this point.
And it needs to be quick. Atlanta FaZe batten down the hatches, dig the trenches. You need to hold this down. 1 more push for the Boston Breach to stay in this game.
Here we go. Here we go. The stack is in from Boston. They are ready for this. Abezy gets the first one as well. TJ Haley gets one towards the back. They're still pushing here. Cellian finds another one. Capital is going to go down. The last member of Boston fails. And that will be Atlanta FaZe. They walk away with the control. They walk away with a 3-0 here and book their tickets for the grand final.
A superb performance. And even when their backs are against the wall, FaZe come out swinging in map number 3. They lose that first attack, but from then, they did not look likely to lose a gunfight. And it's a confident, inspiring performance from FaZe heading into the grand final. And now they just await whoever their opponents may be. And whoever that is going to be will need to bring their A game 3-0 in the winners bracket final. An absolutely superb performance from Atlanta FaZe.
And you got to feel for Boston. They were not the worst team on that. Yeah, I was going to bring that up actually. A lot of the times that the Boston